Welcome to Coffee and the Tea. So glad you decided to come by and see what tea I am spilling today. And of course, I don't have my coffee, but I actually have tea in this thermos. So it's kind of like tea and the tea. Hmm, maybe a good name for a second channel one day. Tea and the tea. But I got tea in here today. Although I have had my coffee today. Uh, but because I needed it early to get me going. All right, let's get to the tea. All right, I got some tea on Miss Ashanti, some good tea on Ashanti and Nelly. I have some tea on Cali, what's his name? Riley Strain. If you don't know, he was a young man that they found unalive in Nashville. He was a college student and he went missing for several days, and everybody was talking about him. Well, his autopsy has come back. And so we're going to talk about that and what his parents have to say about the results of that. And we're going to talk about Mr. Alec Baldwin. His trial is coming up for involuntary manslaughter soon, and the prosecutor is not letting up off of his neck. They're saying that he was extremely sloppy and reckless with that was on the set of Rust, the movie, where they had that accident of mixing the live round and the one that had the blanks in it. And one of the crew members came up unalive because of it. So we're going to talk about that and pretty much what's going on there. His trial is going to come up soon. All right, and of course we're going to have our regular segment of stupid people doing stupid stuff. And of course, we got a good one for today. We always have a good one. I'm telling you, stupid people never let you down with their stupidity. They do not. All right. Yeah. I'll tell you another what I had to talk about. This is the number one story out there, and that's Justin Timberlake getting arrested on a DUI. So that's the first one we're gonna cover is Mr. Justin. Let me find my story here. No, I had Justin here somewhere. Hold on, hold on. Okay, we're back. I found it. I found this on TMZ.com, and if you want to go and see the article in its entirety, you can go to TMZ.com and it's there. There we go, right here. Can you see it? Can you see it? That's Mr. Justin. He is walking out of jail after spending a night there. And let us read. It says 9:03. TMZ has obtained a police report tied to Justin Timberlake arrest, and the cop spells out exactly what they say they saw while Justin was on the road. Per the doc, Sag Harbor police said that first they spotted Justin after he blew through a stop sign a little more than a half a mile away from the American hotel where he left a get together with friends. Cops say that when they started following Justin, at which point they claim he failed to stay in a straight line of the road, telling him for about another half a mile before they finally hit the lights. Justin was eventually pulled over at an intersection, which is in a residential area, mind you. And at that point, cops said they suspected that he was under the influence. Signs that the cops cited for their determination: bloodshot eyes, glassy eyes, a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, uh, resonating from his breath, unable to uh, unable to divide attention, slowed speech, unsteady of foot. The cops go on to say he performed poorly on all field sobriety tests. Uh, my commentary about this. I think that it's been out there kind of in the streets that Mr. Justin is kind of heavy on the alcohol, and that you know but then again, it could have been, he was celebrating the Celtics winning the national championship, and maybe that's what he was coming from. But it's still no excuse for drinking and driving. I am a big advocate for you know mad moms against drinking and driving. And it's just no excuse. You can go out there and you can take somebody's life, and it seems like he was pretty lit, under the wheel, and he has the means to have someone drive him, to have a driver in that situation, or he can have the means of just calling an Uber and leaving his car where it was. He clearly was not thinking clearly. But this is the gag for me. This is the big story today, Justin Timberlake. And people hadn't talked about Justin Timberlake like this since hmm, bye bye bye, since bye bye bye. Actually, he hadn't been on the tip of anybody's tongue of late. So I think with the right PR, he can roll this pretty much into an appearance on Saturday Night Live. He's really good at skits, and being a participant on that show. He really did great work on Saturday Night Live. I have laughed my butt off when he did all the single ladies, that skit he did. And and he's really good at that. And I think he can parlay this into something positive. He can take this negative and parlay it into pos- something positive, because you know what they say, it's no such thing as bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? You know, good, bad, or indifference, if your name is out there, it's always good. And he has, have had a rough time of it of late. I mean, his career has really fallen off. So I just think it's going to be, he can turn this negative into a positive. The most important thing about it is he did not hurt anybody, he did not hurt himself. So, okay, he got a DUI, he'll do some community service, and he can parlay this into something positive. Maybe we can get some good Saturday Night Live skits out of it. Moving on, moving on. That's my take on that. Okay, this is the young man that I was talking about, Riley Strand. And this was a big story, I think maybe 2 or 3 months back, where he was in Nashville. He was a young college guy and he went missing. He left the bar, he went missing. And then several days later, he was found in the river. He had his cowboy boots, his pants, and his wallet was missing. And this homeless man was the last person who saw him. So it was a lot of suspicion behind his disappearance and his death. So his autopsy has just came in. And so let's read on to it. It said cause of death death revealed. Autopsy shed more light. Riley Strain disappeared and subsequently died. Death captured the nation's attention, and now we finally know how he died. As we obtained the autopsy report, according to the documents, Riley's official cause of death is listed as drowning and eth- ethanol. I'll get it out. Sometimes I get stuck in there. I will get it out. Ethanol intoxication with the matter cited as accidental. There's more information here as well, including that his BAC was when his body was examined. Officials say concentration of 0.228. So he was really drunk. And if you go on TMZ and you see this article, they have the video, the last video of his sighting where he's at a bar and they threw him out of the bar for drunkenness. And which I disagree with that. You know, bars should have responsibility. You don't serve this young boy to the point where he is so intoxicated that he can't walk and you can't call an Uber and put him in it. It's something wrong there. Where does the responsibility begin? Where, I mean, if he was drunk, he was overserved. He was overserved. So if he was overserved and he no longer has the ability to make rational decision, he should have been put in an Uber instead of allowing him to wander out into the streets of this city, Nashville. So that's my thoughts on that, and we'll read on. According to the documents, okay, I said that. Okay, according to the documents, Riley official cause of death is listed as drowning and ethanol intoxication. It say one other thing that the family might be interested in. The autopsy report notes that it was no evidence of significant trauma to his body. There was a trace of THC found in his system as well. So he didn't die of blunt force trauma or anything like that. I did read a little more into it and went to other different articles to see what his parents' reaction is, and they still aren't convinced that it was an accidental drowning due to his intoxication. They are going to get a second autopsy and because they are just so suspicious that this homeless man was the last one to see him, he did not have his billfold on him when he was found, nor his cowboy boots, nor his pants. And I must say, as a parent, I would kind of feel the same way, you know. Um, but they say it's no trace of, no signs of any kind of trauma. So it's kind of hard to see what this homeless man would have done, but can you blame him? I don't blame the parents. I would feel, I would want all the answers that I could get. And, but I really think that the fault lies with the bar, with the establishment that overserved him and just let him loose into the streets. It's just something needs to be done by that. They really, really do. Okay, let's start. Hold on a minute. My dog wants something. Okay, let's get to our next story. Start. My dog, I had to take a break. My dog wants to talk on on my video. All right, our next one we're gonna cover is Alec Baldwin. The prosecutor down in New Mexico is on his neck. Okay, she or he, I can't remember if it's a woman or man, but I think it's a woman. She is not letting up on him at all. She is prosecuting him for involuntary manslaughter, and he might do some time. I personally think that it's an overreach. From everything that I have saw, uh, it was a horrible, horrible accident. And now the coordinator, I can't say the word because you know how YouTube is. Has already served some time, already been convicted, and is has served some time. And I think that's where the fault lies. I mean, it's your job to make sure the actors know which one has the live rounds and which one has the blanks. Okay? Because people will get comfortable. It's it's your responsibility to say, "Hey, now this one has the live rounds in it and this one has the blanks." We People get hurt all the time. I mean, that was their job. Okay. I'm not saying that Alex Baldwin wasn't reckless because they say he was reckless with the guns and stuff like that. I said the word with the okay, but to the point where but he should be convicted of manslaughter. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just an overreach, and I think a calmer head would be able to pull back and to see that this man had no intentions of harming this woman that was killed in this horrible accident. It was a horrible accident. Let's read a little bit, but I got this on another TMZ, you know, and it says Alex Baldwin was super sloppy with firearms on Rust movie set before the infamous fatal. At least that's what the prosecutors are claiming ahead of the trial. According to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, prosecutors in New Mexico say they intend to introduce evidence that Alex was negligent with the firearms on the set, even before the cinematographic and Helen Hutkins was shot and killed with a Alex was holding. What more, prosecutors claim that they have evidence that Alex would use the gun as a pointer when directing crew members. They also say he fired the revolver after film was over and cut was called. And they go on to allege that the film several scenes were in place, his finger on the trigger, even when the scene didn't call for gunfire. The prosecution also says that they have evidence to show Alex was rushed and armored to reload. So he was rushing them to reload and would rush crew members to work at fast pace as well. They claim he was inattentive when armor, and that's Hannah Reed. She's the one that has already gone to jail. Was giving firearm training sessions and was text and would text and FaceTime his family instead of paying attention. There was an accident, um, and I really think that Well, I hope that I am not an Alex Baldwin fan, to be honest. But you know, and was he sloppy? Probably so, probably so. But it was up to Hannah Reed, who was the firearm training specialist. It was up to her. It was up to her. That was her job. Okay, it was her job. Now, if she did her job and then he did not do what she asked him to do, and he asked her to do shortcuts, and if he actively tried to, um, how should I put this? If he actively tried to undermine her authority of being the person who coordinates the firearms, and because having your finger on a trigger, well, even after the scene is cut, does not make you liable for an accident. So I'm not seeing what the prosecutors are saying in those examples. I mean, he was texting his children or whatever while she was explaining or whatever. Well, it was her job to make sure he did understand and call him out and say, listen, we need to make sure you understand what you need to know about these. This is the live one with the live ammo in it, and this is the one that's the blanks. So it would never get confused. I really feel that they have prosecuted the right person in this, and Alex is shouldn't be prosecuted. He shouldn't. It was an accident. Okay, but that's my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments. But I really feel that this is an overreach. I really do. But tell me what you think. Okay, we are going to do stupid people that do stupid people doing stupid stuff. And we have a good one today. And let me find it. Yeah. I wanted to touch on Miss Ashanti just really, really quick. Ashanti and Nelly are officially engaged. They are. She was on Entertainment Tonight. She had the ring on, very beautiful ring. And she told the story of how he asked her to marry him. It was not a big production or anything like that. She said she just had on um, some boxers and a shirt, and he just came in and asked her to marry him, and they are very happy. She said that she has an idea of um, what time of the year she would want to get married. And she says she would not be getting married pregnant. So we know that it will be after the baby is born. Um, you can go on entertainment.et.com if you want to see the whole story. And here's a picture of her. Can you see it? Yeah, showing the ring. I just love them. I do. I love them. I love that they have been able to come back together and really, really um, make it work for them. So here's another picture of them. And all I know is they're going to have a beautiful baby. That's going to be a really cute baby. And so those were kind of the details of the proposal. No big production or anything like that. But she said she's really, really happy. And I really like this statement that she made. She said, never in a million years did I think we would be here. Ashante Gush, detailing Nellie's proposal as the pair prepared to welcome their first child together. So yeah, they're engaged. So we're glad about that. Can't wait to see the baby. All right, let's do stupid people doing stupid stuff. And here we go. Here's our stupid people for the day. All right. It says baby smothered to death between couch cushions and her dad who drank 10 tall boys and fell asleep, the prosecutor said. So these two people here uh, was drunk, and I guess they had their small baby on the couch with them, and the baby smothered to death. All right, it said child's mother also told police that she was wasted the night in question, and both of them are charged with murder. Well, no, not with murder, charged with involuntary manslaughter. And that's what Alex Bowen is charged with, involuntary manslaughter. I think that's what I said when I did that one. But it's involuntary manslaughter. Let's read a little bit of it and then we'll discuss. It said parents in Kalamazoo, Michigan have been charged on involuntary manslaughter and second-degree child abuse charges following the death of their 6-month-old baby girl. Jose Antonio Rodan Jr., 40. He's 40 years old. And LaShonda Powell, 29, were both arraigned last week after their daughter, Faith Hope Rodan, died on December 13, 2023. The child died by uh, mechanical asphyxiation, which basically means that it's smothered to death, after she allegedly became wedged between the couch cushion while her parents were passed out drunk. According to the probable cause affidavit via MLive, Rodan told police that he had around 10 tall boy cans of beer after he and Powell began drinking around 6 p.m. He allegedly said that the pair also smoked a joint together. Stupid, stupid. Report, and you're doing all this now, and you have a baby in the house, a small baby, 6 months. A 6-month old baby is still a very small baby. Okay, let's see. After he and Paul began drinking at 6 p.m., he allegedly said that the pair also smoked a joint. I read that. Reportedly admitted that they were both intoxicated. Powell, meanwhile, said she also had a number of tall boys, 5 twisted teas, with Rodan as well as some of his beer, telling authorities she drank with him in an effort to forget her frustration over him watching pornography. This segment I will never run out of material for stupid people doing stupid stuff. Because look, I mean, how stupid can you be? You have a small baby that's 6 months old and you're going to drink and drug. And who did you think, if you got drunk, was going to care for this baby? I mean, the level of stupidity is off the chart here. LaShot, I think it's Lada. How do you say it? Ladisha. I think that's the way you spell her name, Ladisha. I mean, you say it. Advised she was not. She does not remember much of the night because she was a lot far gone, wasted, maybe like very, very wasted. I cannot read no more. This is stupid. This is really stupid. I cannot do that. I can't do it no more. How in the world that you have a small child, 6 months old, You got a man there. He drinking, he drugging, and you said and watching pornography, and you think the best thing to do is to join him, join him in it, and you have a small baby. I'm not letting him off the hook, but at the end of the day, that baby came from her. I mean, both of them are so stupid. And look at them. I mean, they look the part. Hold on, let me find their pictures again. They, I mean, if you looked up stupidity in the dictionary, these two would be right there. I mean, their picture, they would be hanging out around stupid. They are, I mean, it's just unreal. And that poor little baby never had an opportunity to grow up because you wanted to get high. You wanted to drink. You wanted to be, you were mad with your man because he was watching pornography, so you got drunk too. Or you wanted to drink and watch pornography. But so since you wanted to do that, the baby doesn't get to grow up. I mean, these are the geniuses. That's them right there. Sorry about the glare. These are the geniuses. If stupid was a human being, that's them. That's them. All right, y'all. I am real frustrated with that with that segment. I am just really frustrated with those people because of the fact that that poor little baby that had didn't have did not have a chance. Some children just do not have a chance because of who they are, what family or to the people they're born to. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But anyway. All right, everybody. That is the end of Coffee and the Tea. Like I said, maybe tomorrow I have tea. No, that's the end of tea and the tea because I have tea today. No coffee. All right, y'all. Bye.